polished rice, non-polished rice, in those cases, that is malnourished, malnourished, this they are less malnourished. Only polished, only non-polished rice, where, and even though vitamin E, you know very well, best source of vitamin E is that is this rice bran, best source, rice bran, that is this bran of the rice. And deficiency of the vitamin E creating the many problems among this younger generation. Many problems. So many problems are coming up. So now non-polished rice is called that food habit, lifestyle, food habit, and mindset. Three aspects are more important. To remove, my request to remove this malnourishment, food habit. We have changed our food habit. Mr. Ksirsagar, two schemes he has mentioned about the government scheme, that Annaprasan and this Garbhadhan. And now that time, each and every type of this discussion going on along with that pregnant mother. So that Annaprasan is still in existence in so many communities, even though I feel that 90% community that is in existence. So point is that save the children. I am requesting to save the children, appealing to save the children. That means you also conduct some type of this research activity covering some district of the Maharashtra or one. I am malnourished. My point was that you are wearing this glass. This means that I is weak. Obesity. You are suffering due to diabetes. You are also malnourished. And you are saying that in India this problem is too acute. So point is that this is a relative word. Malnourishment is a relative word. Poverty is not reason. Just I am telling you, in this slum area, you go to slum area, their morning would start from the biscuit. You see, from the biscuit. You know that biscuit? What the nutritious item having the biscuit? Thereafter this bread. You see that. In this non-slum area, morning start through some this nutritious item, but their morning start from through biscuits, chai, and other things. So this is a lifestyle. This is a food. This is mindset. They have changed. Yeah. So just now she had told that only 1 minute I have left. And giving my Shubhkamna that further you will get the global award next year also, and other my colleagues who are here. So thank you. I am starting my work.
Good afternoon, friends. It's an honor and a privilege to be amongst you this afternoon for not just a roundtable discussion, but I think what will be an afternoon of enlightenment. We've received some very interesting points of view from government and from a private, incredible private organization. I have to confess that very often I am asked, why Save the Children? Why do I, as a celebrity, choose to be an ambassador for causes? And I find the question ridiculous. Because I think as people in the public eye, as people who have the privilege of having access to people's minds, hearts, and homes, it is not just our duty, but our responsibility. And I have to admit that it's been deeply humbling and gratifying to have joined hands and become a part of the family called Save the Children in India. And I'm very proud that I'm their first artist ambassador. There are many causes that need our attention. And sometimes, actually very often, many of us are torn about what cause we must attach ourselves to. a lot of people ask me, why environment and why children? And I always say because they're deeply connected. Children because they are our present and our future. Also because I think as adults we are most responsible, should be most responsible to the needs, the security, the safety and the future of our children. And also because it is these children who will govern the realities of our future. And what we do to our children today is what we are doing to our future. The environment because, like Sir said just now, that there are many influencing factors in the health and the progress of children in the world. I think the first thing that impacts children is the environment. The quality of the air children breathe, the quality of water that children drink, the quality of food children eat, and then of course everything else follows. Before I continue, I would like to thank Dr. Nimi Dominic, Mr. Vijay Khirsagar, Mr. Annaswamy Vaidesh, and I would also like to thank Dr. A.N. Tripathi and my colleague and friend from STC, Thomas, for not just using this opportunity as a celebration of what Dr. Aparna Hegde has achieved through her initiative of Arman and the establishment of M-Mitra and the amazing work that M-Mitra has been able to achieve. But I would also like to thank them because I think today we are drawing attention to some very, very critical areas of children's rights and children's issues. But I think the wonderful thing about this afternoon is that all of us are going to go away a little better aware and deeply motivated and positive about the impact an individual voice can make, an individual decision can make. And that's really what I want to focus on in this talk today. At Save the Children, we are constantly working and focusing on improving the rights of children, whether it is children in street situations, children who are dealing with malnourishment, children who are dealing with child trafficking. Just the problems are many and they're terrifying. But I think what empowers even us at Save the Children, the people who are doing the statistics, who are formulating the reports, who are presenting government and people opportunities to make a difference through the knowledge that we provide them with, is the fact that individuals like Dr. Aparna Hegde are a reflection of initiative. People who are invested in well-being that goes beyond themselves and their own immediate life. People who have empathy, who are moved and troubled and angered by what they see around themselves. And that, combined with their knowledge and their professional experience, to go about finding solutions and impacting change. That is a celebration. And for all of us at Save the Children, it means a lot. You are really the wind beneath our wings. You empower all of us at Save the Children because you encourage us with the knowledge that when people become aware and when they combine their awareness with empathy, they can make a big difference. GSK, thank you so much for joining forces with Save the Children. I'm sure that we will do a lot of good work together. I don't want to keep you very long. You've had a long morning. You've heard such wonderful thoughts from everybody on the dais today. I just want to leave you with one thought, and in the hope that it's a thought that's not just limited to this afternoon, but expands to our actions and our choices well beyond this afternoon. I'm a big believer that with imagination, and with technology and initiative, each one of us has a voice that can and will impact change. it is our duty to make a difference in the lives of children. And we must make it our moral responsibility to improve the lives of the children. Start with one child. I know you can do it. Thank you so much.